Hare Krishna. Seek balance not through a frozen formula but through a dynamic determination. Balance is vital in our spiritual life, and yet balance is not easy to achieve. Balance means that we don't do any one activity too much, so much that our other activities get neglected. So to achieve a balance, we need to have a broad picture of what all are the things that we are doing, and within that fit whatever activities we are presently doing. So for example, if we have to balance between our devotional activities, our professional activities, our familial activities, so our health activity, whatever is required for our health, so we need to balance all this. And now sometimes we look for a formula to balance things. That means, okay, this time I will do this, this time I will do this, this time I will do this. In that sense, we try to create a formula by which we can do things. And when we strive for a formula, the problem is that often we end up with frustration, because life often is filled with unpredictable changes. We may decide that I will do this at this time, this at this time, this at this time, but then so many things go wrong that we just give up, forget it, we think I'll not do anything, any of these things. The reason we give up like this is because we are basing our balance, our effort for balance, on a false foundation. So we can't, life cannot be run by a formula, because life involves many dynamic and unpredictable, uncontrollable factors and forces. So some person may behave in a particular way, suddenly the health may get spoiled, suddenly some crisis may come up in the home, in the job, in the country, whatever. So what we need if to stay balanced is a dynamic determination. Dynamic determination means determination that we want to progress towards Krishna by using our talents and resources in His service. While doing so, we also need to recognize that when things change, we need to adjust. So for example, when we are moving in a particular direction, if we are going by a car, by a two-wheeler, by say a bicycle, keep a simple thing. So now if we are going straight, the bicycle will move, for the bicycle to be balanced, the balance stage is the vertical stage. But suppose there is a wall over here, and then we need to turn right. Then when we want to turn right, the balance stage is the state which is tilted. Now if I stay tilted for too long, then I'll go in a circle. I won't go around. So I stay, so we're going like this, tilt towards the right, go this way, and then again tilt straight. And then again, if you go this way, then again tilt left, and then move onwards. So the point is that what is certain in this case is that we want to go in a particular direction. But while going in that direction, we may have to take turns and twists, because there may not be a straight road towards that destination. So therefore, what we require in life is a sense of balance, is a sense of dynamic determination. There is determination in the sense that this is the direction I want to go, but there is dynamism in the sense that, okay, if there is no way, then maybe I have to go this way, and for going this way I have to tilt this way, and for going that way I have to tilt that way. So this sense of dynamism comes when we have an overall sense of direction. So by studying scripture, if we just look simply in scripture for to-dos, what should I do in the morning, what should I do in the afternoon, that will not work. We need to look in scripture for broad principles of living, and more importantly, scripture should remind us of the purpose of living. Once that purpose is clear, if I'm thinking the goal of riding a cycle is just to maintain straight, stay vertical, then we will ram into a wall when the road comes to a dead end. But So similarly, if we think that progress in spiritual life simply means adhering to a formula, then we will get into trouble. There is a kind of imbalanced activity called as niyamagraha, where one insists on the letter of the law without understanding its spirit. In fact, while defeating its spirit. So to avoid such a thing, we need to balance between the letter and the spirit of the law. So the letter is meant to fulfill the spirit, and study of scripture reminds us of that spirit. And once we know that spirit, then we can balance. So the Bhagavad Gita urges us towards such balance when it says Yukta Ahara Viharasya Yukta Cheshtasya Karmasu Yukta Swapnava Bodhasya Yogo Bhavati Dukkhaha. So be regulated, Krishna is saying Yukta Ahara Viharasya. The idea of being Yukta is regulated. So by regulation we attain a sense of we stay balanced and we move onwards, and regulation requires dynamic determination. So there are times when our material responsibilities will become a lot. Maybe there is some job deadline, there are exams, there are some family crisis. So at that time our spiritual life may slow down. It may, like, instead of going straight, we may have to take some detours. It's fine. So if we instead of trying to make everything work according to our formulaic plan, we recognize that, okay, I have a purpose which I need to pursue, and according to time, place, circumstance, I pursue that purpose in different ways. So we stay fixed about the purpose, and we are flexible about the means to fulfill that purpose. And we have a broad plan, but we don't become attached to the plan, we become attached to the purpose of the plan. And then we can, by such a dynamic determination, okay, now this thing has happened, I want to keep moving towards Krishna. How can I best serve Krishna and move towards Krishna in this situation? By thinking thus, we can keep progressing in our journey towards Krishna.